What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And the NFL is very serious about making an 18-game regular season, and I'll explain everything right now. So as you guys know, the CBA, the collective bargaining agreement, I already went into what that is. I'll put the card up above, furthermore explaining what that is and what both the NFLPA, which is basically the union, and the NFL are trying to come in agreements with their contract, things like that. So I'm not going to get into that, but I did very briefly mention this situation right now, that the NFL wants an 18-game regular season. Now, with this 18-game regular season, the NFL has proposed that players would only have a 16-game limit. Therefore, backups would have to play or even start in replacing those players. So, players can only play in a maximum of 16 games. That means those players cannot play in 2 of those games. Now, however that specific team wants to orchestrate that or wants to kind of manage that is up to them. Like, for example, you could have, I don't know, Saquon Barkley not playing week 2 against the Buffalo Bills or something like that, and then not playing like week 15, and then being able to play in weeks like 18 and 19 apparently. So that being said, they could kind of manage which player can't play this game, and it adds a whole different dynamic to the NFL right now and how we look at this game. And honestly, it's pretty intriguing to think about. I like the idea. At first, I was opposed to an 18-game season. I'm like, okay, that just means more injuries. That just means we have to play we have to pay the players more. But no, not that doesn't mean that whatsoever. Now with a 16-game maximum, those players still only play 16 games, but other players, like backup players, get to have their opportunity in 2 more games. I think this is a win-win situation for both sides. The NFLPA, the NFLPA is for the players, of course. So backup players, players that don't get much opportunities, get to have their opportunities here. And on top of that, with the NFLPA, they get to make more money. As you guys know, with this collective bargaining agreement, the NFLPA wants a boost from 47% revenue share to about 50% revenue share. Now, we all know that's not going to happen, but they can make up some of that money, some of that percentage, with adding more games. With more games means more money. So even though they're not getting the 50% revenue share, they will still be getting more money from that 47% that they already have. So I think the NFLPA should go along with this. Now, yes, there are going to be some consequences, like, if people want to go to a certain game to see a certain player, and that certain player is not playing, of course no one's going to like that. But yet you see the recent jersey changes. I mean, players change jerseys all the time. You still bought that jersey. It's yours. It's in your possession. You paid $200 for it, and the player either changed their jersey number, so that jersey is irrelevant, or the player changed teams, and that jersey is therefore irrelevant. And, you look at Joey Bosa, he used to be number 99, and Melvin Gordon, he used to be number 28. Both on the same team, so you can imagine somebody could even have both of those jerseys. And just this season, both Joey Bosa and Melvin Gordon changed to their college numbers, which Joey Bosa went from 99 to 97, his college number at Ohio State, and Melvin Gordon from 28 to 25 with Wisconsin. So you could argue that's not fair either. But listen, the players, I want to have a lot of respect to anybody that watches these games, goes to the games, and buys the jerseys and things like that. It's not about you guys. It's just not. And you decide to go to these games yourself. You're in it. You're in it to see who's playing there. Yes, you're trying to see a certain player play. If he doesn't play, I mean, sorry. And if a player changes their jersey numbers, they had nothing to apologize to you for. So that being said, there are some other examples as well, and we'll get into that. So I'm gonna debunk something. This is from Bleacher Report. It says here, now this is bringing up the unintended consequences that a 18 game with 16 maximum games for a player would be. It says here, for example, a family that pays to see Cowboys' Ezekiel Elliott, the Patriots' Tom Brady, or the Kansas City Chiefs' Patrick Mahomes, only to find out he's a healthy scratch that week, isn't likely to take kindly to that decision. The same goes for all NFL superstars. Here's the thing, he said it himself. NFL superstars. if there is a pivotal game like the Cowboys versus the Giants, or a pivotal game, the Kansas City Chiefs versus the New England Patriots, you bet your butt that you are going to see Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes play in those games. You bet your butt they will. Listen, something I want to quickly mention to you guys that I forgot to mention in the video is that for protected players like quarterbacks and special teams players like the punter, the kicker, the long snapper, guys like that, they might have an exception to play all 18 games just because of how protected they are. So that being said, I forgot to mention that, so sorry about that, guys. At the end of the day, this is a strategy-based game. You would never bench Patrick Mahomes and put in some backup quarterback when you're facing Tom Brady and the Patriots. If you are going to a game, if you're not a season ticket holder and you're going to a single game, you have to kind of think about who your favorite team is playing, who the team, the player you are looking to see. Who are they playing? Are they playing a pivotal game, a vital game in their playoff race, in their championship run? Then you bet your butt you're going to see that player play. This will be a coach's and front office's decision who plays in those respective games. And on top of that, you're not going to see all those superstars not playing. You look at the Cleveland Browns right now, Baker Mayfield, Odell Beckham, and Jarvis Landry. There are going to be some games where one of those guys, there's going to be one game or two games where one of those guys isn't playing. It's not going to be just one game, all of those guys are gone. It's not going to be like that whatsoever. And yes, there are teams that could use that strategy. The New England Patriots, for example, they play great all season long, right? So say they play up to week 17, including their bye, of course, up to week 17, how the normal NFL season would end, and those week 18, week 19, all of their starters could be benched. I mean, they could do that. And coaches and the front office can do that. So if a team were to try that approach, they can. I think this is a good idea for the NFL, for the NFLPA, and for players looking to get a shot at, at being able to play. I mean, these two games could be, a whole contract. These two games could mean a whole contract for other players. This would bring a whole new meaning to bench players. The NBA benches are extremely vital, are extremely important when you have a good bench, right? The NFL, not so much. It's pretty much the starters. That being said, there are good bench players, but you don't have a Sixth Man of the Year award for the NFL, right? You don't have Backup Player of the Year award for the NFL. This would make the whole backup player position intriguing for the NFL. And it's going to make a lot more money adding 2 more games. You guys let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. This is way better than the proposal of adding more preseason games. Nobody cares about the preseason unless you're analyzing talent. When you're talking about the regular season, which is way better than the NBA regular season, you're talking about a lot more money. Forget about that 47% revenue that you want to bump up to 50. You could even keep it at 47. You'll be making 2 more games worth of money. So this is a fantastic idea. Fantastic idea. I'm all for it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I know there are some unintentional consequences. There are some negatives, as there is with every proposal, as there is with every change. There's always a backfire. And, sorry, but they're not there to appease you. They're not there, to make you feel better. They're there to, play those games, win championships, and make money to make the league even better. So that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll see you guys in the next video.